What's up? It's the, what am I gonna name this? Fucking forgot. What's up, everybody? It's the Art Neanderthal, and basically the channel is just gonna be me reviewing art or talking about art or, whatever you want to call it. So, I'm gonna get into it, and today I'll be going over Pablo Picasso. And I was reading a little bit about him on this website, and the weirdest thing to me is that he was born in 1881 and he died in 1973. So I mean, it's long before I was alive, but like my mom was 3 at the time, and my grandpa was 23. So it's weird to think, you hear Picasso and you think of this great, great artist, and you just imagine this from a different era. But really, he's, you know, not even that old. But the first one I'm gonna be going over is this really, really weird one. It's called Guernica. Guernica. I don't know. But initially looking at it, it's pretty cool looking. The more you look at it, the weirder it is. I think this is what he was kind of famous for, as far as like I know he like basically co-founded Cubism or something, but I don't know what it means. I don't know what it means at all, if it means anything. I'm looking at certain things like if you look at this, I I was originally thinking it's a woman, but I don't even know if you would call it that. I don't know what's on her head. It looks like some hair. Her chest is weird. Her legs are like nowhere near even. I don't even understand. Like, is that her butt? Or does she have a hunchback? I don't know. Uh, then this guy over here, I don't know. I like the color. It looks cool. I just don't understand. It looks very chaotic. I don't know if he's trying to say something. I don't recognize any symbolism. Maybe there is some. I mean, the eye with the light bulb. Is that an idea? Is that seeing an idea? What's weird about this is there's actually some depth where, I mean, most of it looks very surface, but if you look right here, I mean, that definitely looks like at the back of a wall. So it's odd that he chooses to do this. I don't know what all is intentional. Like, that looks like he just messed up on a sketch. Like he drew it over here first and he decided not to. Just peculiar. I don't know what it means. If it means anything. It definitely looks like some type of war. If you look at the expressions, I don't even. They just like, ooh, kissy face. But that guy's screaming. Looks like it's like a chicken person. That one looks like it's probably dead. I think it might be the only one without pupils. So seems like he chose to do that. Then this guy looks like he got stomped out by this horse with with the fish hook in his mouth. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out what it actually is. But I don't know what type of chaos he's trying to represent, being it's animals. I don't know if he's like vegan or something. I mean, maybe that's how animals view, when they get butchered or something. It just looks so brutal. And I don't know that art has to mean anything either. So maybe when I'm trying to find these meanings in these things, it doesn't matter. But yeah, this one's weird. I don't know that I could ever draw something like this. It's just so. It seems like there's no rules, because this guy's neck isn't such a long tube. I just don't know how you decide to do something like that. But I'm gonna get to the next one. So this one is called Les Domicili Seis d'Avignon or something. I don't know how to pronounce it. D Avignon. But it appears to be four naked women with very, very different faces. I don't know what this could possibly say, as with most of his art. It looks like some fruit there. I mean, it's like he just says no to form, where their bodies are barely distinguishable, but it's like enough. Like this part almost looks like if you drew like an anime buff dude. That'd be like his shoulder or something, like a muscle. And then the creases of the bodies and stuff, you can kind of tell that he knows form well. Like this arm is kind of how an arm would naturally go. Now, why he chose to make them pixelated, or not pixelated, but so boxy, I don't quite understand. I mean, is that is that a leg? It looks like a slab of meat. Maybe it's a stretch, but maybe he's saying something. Like it's all these women. It's like all these women like kind of posing like they're sexy, right? But at the end of the day, they're just shapes and colors. And I don't know what he meant by it, but it could be a statement against, just sexuality in general. I don't know much about his life, but when you look at somebody, they're really just a bunch of shapes. You might find them sexy, but why? Why do you find them sexy? So, don't know what he meant by it. Maybe that's the meaning. Uh, these faces aren't that weird. This is weird. I don't know what this thing is. It's like she's squatting, ripped arm. Is that her bosom? I don't know. Bosom, whatever. Looks like a piece of sky there. And this thing. This has been bothering me. What is it? It's like a horse face. It almost looks like that demon from the movie Mama. That movie was so scary until it got to the end, and then it shows it, and it just looks so silly. But it's weird. I don't know. How does he decide boxy on this woman or creature, curvy on that one, curvy hips, and then a slab of meat? I don't think that I'll ever really understand him. I should read up on him because It's making no sense. On to the next one. This one's The Old Guitarist. And I don't have a ton to say about this. Just, it's a real sad looking picture, you know. I read a little bit about how he kind of grew up in poverty. And I can relate to that a little bit because I wasn't super well off. I mean, I certainly wasn't on the street like this guy. Um, I really like the colors he used. I might have the colors slightly off because I didn't quit saying I have to find the best quality image, and sometimes the best quality image isn't the exact colors of the painting. It's interesting how when you paint, you can leave out things like the strings. Like he could add strings, but it really wouldn't add anything. It's also interesting that his choice of colors, I mean, he kind of blends in with the background. It's hard to say what's intentional with a guy like this or what meaning it has. I think I read that he made over 20,000 pieces. So, you know, he's probably testing a lot. And I don't know, like, let's say you're a famous artist. If you paint or draw or sculpt a thousand things, do you only point out or do you only put out the best 100, or every single thing he worked on he put out? I don't know. But continuing in with my assessment, I like how he's like slunched over. I think a lot of people that are out on luck have something wrong with them. You know, some medical thing. So him being slunched over just kind of fits. Kind of tells a little bit of more of a story. But back to the coloring. You know, his clothes just blend in. And to me that says we just kind of ignore these people. Like you walk down the street, you see a guy playing guitar. Most of the time you don't talk to him. Sometimes I'll talk to him, but you know, a lot of people get the idea that guy's sketchy. I don't want to be anywhere near him. He might even be a danger. So maybe that's what he's trying to represent. Hard to say. But that's gonna be it for this one. I don't want to go over too many pieces in one video just because I don't want people to have to skip too much if they don't like something. But that's my interpretations. That's what I'm seeing in this. Hope you enjoyed. What would your interpretations be? Do you think I was on the mark? Do you think I'm just totally off? Not even close. Uh, you know, art's subjective, so we can disagree, but let me know in the comments if you like the content. Subscribe, like, comment. Uh, if you suggest anything, I'll get to it. I'm going to get to a lot of art. I have hundreds of artists written down that I'm going to make videos on, and multiple pieces on each, so you're going to be getting a lot of content from me.